Hello friends, welcome to the channel. By the end of today's video, I will be presenting a figure in front of you that will be the amount of money which will definitely be in your bank account towards the end of the year 2021. First of all, in this video, I will be diving into what will be the minimum amount of money which you can earn in the year 2021, and then I'll be moving on that what will be the basic amount of living expenses which you definitely have to spend in the year, and at the end I will be applying the law of subtraction which will be giving us the amount of money which will be saved up in our bank accounts, and that money you can utilize to pay your tuition fee, or if you want to spend them on your hobbies such as traveling and all that cool stuff, you can utilize that money for. Before that, I would really appreciate if you can smash that like button and also subscribe the channel, as I make all such educational content related to student life, making it more productive and easier. So first of all, in order to calculate the minimum salary for the entire year, we have to have a quick look on the national minimum wage, which I'll be having just in a second. Before that, I want to let you guys know that the national minimum wage depends upon the age category which you belong to right here in UK. So let's have a quick look on that. So any person between the age of 16 to 17, the national minimum wage for them is £4.62. Now this amount is 1.5% increase from the current rate of £4.55. Now moving on to the other age category, which is between 18 to 20 years of age. For them, the national minimum wage is £6.56, which is 1.7% increase from £6.45. So now moving on to the third category. Now any person between the age of 21 to 22 years of age, the national minimum wage is £8.36. Now this is a fantastic increase of 2% from £8.20, which is a current rate. And now anyone belonging to the age category of 23 or above that age, the term used is national living wage, which is for the year of 2021 is £8.91, and which is a fantastic again increase of 2.2% from the current rate, which is £8.72. So this was the minimum amount of salaries per hour basis which you can earn right here in UK. So now let's straight away dive into the mathematics that how much money you can earn in the year. For this, I'll be definitely reading a calculator, but I've already done the mathematics on my Word document. So let's move on to this. Before diving into any of the mathematics, I have to make a small assumption that the person named is X and the age for that person is 21 years. That means the national minimum wage for that person is £8.36. And please be patient with me as I do the mathematics for the full year now. Now let's say that person is working 20 hours in a week. Now why have taken 20 hours? Because 20 hours is a comfortable time which you can do in parallel of your university work. So you're working 20 hours in a week, that equates to about 80 hours in 1 month. And that means that in one particular month you will be tending to earn £669. Now in 1 year you've got 4 months of holidays, which are 3 months in the summer and about Easter break and your Christmas break in the winter as well. So there are 4 months of holidays and 8 months are the normal working university months which you will be doing this parallel work kind of stuff. That means 8 months we can take outside and we can multiply them by 669, which is the monthly salary for that particular month. That makes us to conclude that in 8 months period you can tend to earn £5,352. Now this is a great figure, it's a decent amount of figure, but now let's straight away dive into the holiday season, because this is a time when you can make double up of your money. So now in the holiday season, let's say you're working about 40 hours in a week, that equates to about 160 hours in one particular month. That makes us to conclude that your monthly salary in the holiday period will be £1,338. Now basically this is kind of a double up of the money which you were tending to earn before. So multiply this figure by 4, which are the 4 months of the holiday period. That makes us to conclude that in 4 months you will be earning £5,350. Basically the same amount of money which you were earning in 8 months you are now earning just in 4 months, because you have got the lift up of the restriction which international students have got of 20 hours because they can work full time now. So basically, which concludes us in 8 months you are earning £5,352, plus for the holiday season £5,350, which makes us to a massive total in one particular year of £10,700 in 1 year. So this will be your minimum earning right here in UK for the year of 2021. I hope you're still coping with me in this video, as there's a lot of mathematics involved in this video. If you're doing so, please make sure to comment this like emoji so that I know that you have at least reached until this particular stage of the video. So now in this section, I want to dive into that what will be your living expenses, and this is the basic living expenses, which is your housing, food, transportation, just a basic expenses which you definitely have to be spending in this particular year. Now, if you go in an area of London, the expenses will be too high, and if you go in the outskirts or the rural area, it will be too low. So I've normalized this value and I've come out with an average figure for the entire UK. So let's have a look on the living expenses. The very first living expenses which you have to spend is in your house, and you will be paying a rent for that house. Otherwise, if you're buying it, you have to spend on the mortgage. Let's say the average figure for the renting of a house is about £400. It can be a student accommodation, a sharing flat. Average figure of £400 is the rent right here in UK. Now the other expense which you will be having is of your food. And let's say if you're going every time to the grocery and you're making your own food in the kitchen rather than spending it on restaurant and all that stuff, so the food you will be spending about £150. And then towards the end, it will be your transportation, as you have to go to the university or your college every single time. You can make a bus pass, which is quite cheap and good way of saving up some money. It is about £50 in UK. So in one particular month, you will be tending to spend about £600 for your traveling and rent and food and all that good stuff. So that means in one particular year, you'll be spending about £7,200 on your basic living expenses. So well, now we have got two figures in this video. First of all is for your total earning, which is £10,700, and the second figure is for your basic living expenses, which is £7,200. Now let's do the subtraction, and that will be the amount of money which will be saved up in your account for the year of 2021, and this is the minimum amount which I'm calculating, which is £3,500 in your bank account towards the end of the year 2021. So now a curious mind would be having a question in their mind, that is £3,500 enough to sustain for the entire year to spend upon your tuition fee or your traveling and all that hobbies? The clear cut answer is just between that, because let's say if you're studying in a Scottish university, your fees for the Scottish citizens, Scottish students would be about £1,000 to £2,000, which is definitely possible that you can pay your tuition fee. You have already paid your living expenses, so that is a good amount of money which you have still got left over even after paying your tuition fee, which is about £1,500. But now let's say that if you're a UK student who is studying in a Scottish university or an international student, now for a UK student it will be about £10,000, and for an international student it will be £15,000. Now let's take a big figure of £15,000. Now definitely you've only got 3,500 left. That means you have to still work quite a lot in order to make that amount of £15,000. Now the way to do that is, first will be to apply for a scholarship. If you get a scholarship, let's say about £5,000, you can simply reduce 15,000 to 10,000 alone. Now still you've got some amount of money still to pay, and the best possible thing will be that in this figure I've assumed that you are working on the national minimum wage. But most of the jobs, even if you're doing a part-time job in a restaurant, you get a minimum wage, and plus you also get your tips and all that cool stuff. That means your wage can be nearly about 11 to 12 or 13 pound essentially as well if you're just working in a restaurant. Even if you're doing some work such as social care work, these are the industry, or even if working in the warehouse as well, they've got a pretty much good standard of per hour rates which you guys can work. That means that you can definitely increase that saving up amount which I have presented in this video. Anyways, I'll be recommending you few of the videos which you can tend to watch after this video, which is on the scholarship. You can apply for all of the scholarships. Some of the scholarship are fully funded, so a figure of £15,000 you do not have to pay at all. So that much money can be definitely be saved. So check out the scholarship video which I'm presenting. I'm linking here. The second one is I've also made some video on how to earn money on the finances as well, and this is that video which you should definitely be checking out. So thanks for watching the video. I would really appreciate if you can smash that like button and also subscribe this channel for regular such amazing updates. Thanks for watching and enjoy your day ahead.